Frigate is morely targeting global OEMs. But my question is, a global OEM, they can able to handle a supplier, right? So why should they come to Frigate? When you interact with global buyers, so what is their honest thoughts about Indian manufacturing?
We have received so many negative feedback.
Why especially we are focusing more on Europe side?
Due to the tariff and other issues, focus has diverted to.
What are the countries Frigate is currently exporting to?
So we are majorly exporting.
So how Frigate is doing the supplier audit and onboard them?
Actually, we have a platform called FAQS, Frigate.
So if you suggest Indian manufacturers to adopt one country's manufacturing methodologies, what country it would be?
Technology and everything, the number one is.
So what is FAQS? Why is existed in Frigate and why we are going as a platform for quality?
FAQS is our own platform.
So why is India the smartest bet for global procurement teams?
India's population is 1.4 billion. In that,
hello people, welcome to yet another podcast, Manufacturing Made Easy with Frigate Podcast. In this episode 2, who is an international business head of Frigate, and I'm happy to welcome Mrs.Rajalakshmi on this podcast. Hi, welcome to the podcast.
Hi.
Hello people, welcome to yet another podcast from Manufacturing Made Easy with Frigate Podcast. And in this episode 2, we have our own Frigatean with us, who is an international business head of Frigate. And I'm happy to welcome Mr. Rajalakshmi on this podcast. Hi, welcome to the podcast.
Hi.
So this podcast is more about why global buyers should leverage Indian manufacturing. So this is the topic of this podcast, and we have more to discuss about this podcast with our international business head, and let's deep dive into it. So hi Rajalakshmi, how are you doing?
Yeah, very good.
Okay. So can you please introduce yourself to the audience?
Yeah, hi. Hello, everyone. So myself, Rajalakshmi. I'm working in Frigate as an international business head, and I'm taking care of the international export business in Frigate. So I'm ex-CTS and ex-Daimler. After my college, I joined CTS. After 1 year of experience, I joined Daimler as an executive secretary. It's totally a different role here.
Okay, in CDS, which role you handle?
Basically, I'm a BCom graduate.
Okay.
So I joined as an accounts receivable executive.
Okay.
It's the role there, the process executive and accounts receivable.
Yeah.
It's a different role actually. And in Daimler also, I worked as an executive secretary.
Mm-hmm.
I think you all know Daimler. It's
Yeah.
Bharat Benz and Mercedes-Benz
Oh, okay.
manufacturing company.
Great.
So
So your past experience also in a manufacturing
Yes.
company. It's a global manufacturing company.
yeah,
So that's great that we have a ex-Daimler in Frigate with us and having a global exposure. So yeah, pretty much good about her intro. And you may know about me. So I am handling branding. So I am the manager of branding and media, digital media production at Frigate. So far, you may seen me in the previous episodes of episode with Tamil in a Frigate podcast, and in this podcast you may seen in the previous episode with Magesh. And if you don't watch the episode, we gave the links in the description and in the I button. Please go and watch that episode as well. Yeah, moving forward, Rajalakshmi, can you a bit more elaborate about your role at Frigate as an international business head?
I joined Frigate in 2023 after a short break. I have 2 kids. So it's very tough to manage both actually. But Frigate trust me and Tamil trust me and gave this job. When I joined, it was a work from home job.
Okay.
With a very lean team. So we were around 6 to 7 people in our organization in Frigate. Those days, the numbers were very, very low. We were talking about lakhs.
Okay.
In 2023,
Those were the startup days of Frigate.
Yes.
Okay.
There were no system. We only had the CRM. We only had the CRM, and also we used Excel sheets. Even we use Gmail at that time, and there is no system for customer relationship management. We used CRM, but there were no workflow or anything like that.
Okay.
What we currently have. So it was really tough days in 2023 because we have to do everything manually. But now the systems and the numbers also. At that time, the quotations were in lakhs, double digit lakhs. Maximum is double digit lakhs.
Okay.
But now we are way better because we are talking in crores. Even double digit crores. We are talking in crores. At that time, our revenue were about $1.5 million, but now it is 3.5. I think it is, which is like 3x. Actually, after that, I moved to marketing. I was doing outreaching.
Okay. And outbound market.
Outbound marketing.
Okay.
We were around 12 people team. In marketing, we build a system. For marketing, we have done so many automation for outreaching, from the email marketing till the follow-ups and everything. It is automized now.
Oh, it is for purely to get international leads.
Yes, to attract the overseas buyer with the Indian manufacturing.
Oh, great.
So currently, I'm heading the international business development and also sales. And I'm proud to say that we are expanded our business to aerospace and defense, and even we are supplying to Tier 1 Boeing.
Oh, great.
Yes.
I think your shirt's color code says that you're doing aerospace and defense. So that's a great thing. At Frigate, we are moving forward to multiple and industries. Yeah. So I'd like to ask you the first question, which is so we all know Frigate is more of doing exports. And why particularly we at Frigate Manufacturing focusing on export? So
it's a conscious decision we have made. Indian market is also a good market, but we wanted to expand our business to the exports. To not only for growth, it is to standardize our quality, our compliances, and the other things.
Okay. Handling those compliances, we are focusing on exports.
Yes. Okay. The documentation wise, we are following the APQP system.
Why especially we are focusing more on Europe side?
Not only on Europe. If we focus on one region or one country, the growth will be stagnant. So we are focusing on multiple countries. We are focusing on North American region actually. Due to the tariff and other issues, our focus has diverted to the European market, and it's a better market, we think.
Okay, great.
When it comes to domestic buyers, they can easily identify the suppliers because in India, it is easy to identify the suppliers.
Yeah, they can directly go to the supplier.
Yes, they can directly go to the suppliers and they can identify the suppliers easily. When it comes to the overseas buyers, apart from China, if they have to find out the source, especially in India, it is very difficult to identify the buyers. So, as a supply chain company, we are bridging the gap. We can easily identify. We have around 250 vetted suppliers. They are fully qualified suppliers. We have audited them fully. So the global buyers may require different processes and different products. Find out the buyers is very tough for them. But we have around 250 vetted suppliers, so we can easily identify the suppliers, and Frigate takes care of entire process, that is from DFM till the delivery. We are the one-stop solution. When it comes to the export overseas buyers, they mainly require the quality. Next is the lead time, that is the delivery time, and the next one is engineering expertise. So we are very strong in it. As a supply chain company, in our team in Frigate, there are most of the Frigatians are engineers. So they have good expertise in manufacturing. Everyone has around 15 plus years of experience. Almost our senior team is having around 10 to 15 years of experience. So we are very good at engineering. So with the domestic with the export buyers, we are helping with our engineering expertise.
What are the countries Frigate is currently exporting to?
So we are majorly exporting to North America, Europe, and some Asian countries as well.
Okay. So as I know, Frigate is morely targeting global OEMs. So what is my question is, as a global OEM, they can able to handle a supplier, right? So why should they come to Frigate?
When it comes to the global OEMs, managing the multiple vendors is a difficult task for them.
For the OEM.
For the OEMs. Because when you take this mic, there are so many parts involved in this. After that, the assembly is also there. So when you take this mic, there are so many processes involved in this. For this, you have to, the OEMs has to go to multiple suppliers. But when they come to Frigate, we can manage the multiple suppliers and we'll deliver the part as a single point of contact.
Okay.
With and also we have our integrated APQP system. In Frigate, we have our own system. We are following the APQP system. So it is when it comes to documentation, we are very, very strong.
Okay. So what I understand from this point is, so Frigate will be the one point contact for that OEM, and we will be handling the multiple vendors.
Yes.
Where the OEM will be more struggling with. Like we are, as we are not only a sourcing company, we don't just give the supplier and move on.
No,
we will be
actually we don't like we cannot place the order and we'll be sitting idle. So we'll be managing our suppliers. We'll be doing periodical audits. Periodic audits will be happen at our Frigaters facility, and while executing the project, Frigate and our Frigatian will be sitting there.
So our Frigatian, who's
Will be
Frigate's
sitting-
employee, will be there in
Frigate
the
employee will be
supplier
sitting there in our
to execute the project end to end.
Yes.
Okay.
We'll
Understood.
be handling each and everything. And in quality part also, we'll be auditing the facility. They will do the quality parameters and we'll inspect them, inspect the products directly. We'll do the inspection in person
Okay.
at our facility. At Frigate.
So Frigate is taking care of the quality inspection. Instead just
Everything.
rely on the supplier's quality. So we will also audit them.
Yes. And also, we have our logistics partner.
Oh,
Even if they wanted to deliver it to their facility, to their location, we'll do that also.
so even to the OEM in the global.
Yes, wherever it is.
Okay, so that's great. And so I'd like to ask another question regarding the follow up of this answer, which is auditing. So how Frigate is doing the supplier audit and onboard them?
So actually, we have a platform called FFS, Frigate Fast Sourcing.
Okay.
There we have stage-wise audits.
Okay.
So preliminary audit is there, and the general audit is there, and the final audit is there. So there we have categorized our suppliers into three segments, three types. So one is core supplier, next one is emerging supplier, the last one is recognized frigaters. That is, we call them as frigaters.
Okay.
So core frigaters, emerging frigaters, and the last one is recognized frigaters. The core frigator is we will receive some critical parts. For that, we'll work with our core suppliers.
Okay, so if we
like aerospace parts, defense parts, likewise.
As there is a core team in an organization, we are categorizing our very good supplier as a core supplier.
The top operated supplier is our core supplier, top rated and can develop critical parts.
Oh, great. So what are the other categories of the suppliers?
These are emerging suppliers. The next is core. The next one is emerging suppliers. Apart from the okay parts, that is not that critical parts. We'll give it to our emerging suppliers. The last one is recognized suppliers. We have recognized the suppliers, but we haven't yet worked with them. So probably will once we execute one or two projects, they'll move into either emerging supplier or our core supplier.
Okay. So based on their performance,
Yes.
We will move to the
Yes.
categories. So yeah, that's great. And the another question I would like to ask is, so when you interact with global buyers, so what is their honest thoughts about Indian manufacturing?
So usually we have received so many negative feedbacks because when it comes to the manufacturer, Indian manufacturers, they feel our costs are higher than Chinese pricing.
Okay.
Because we are not able to compete with them in the pricing.
Okay.
Also in quality, but we are improvising our system and we are trying to adopt our technologies, and we are improving our quality parameters to compete the Chinese quality as well as the pricing. We are trying to match the Chinese pricing, but still we have received some feedbacks that we cannot match Chinese pricing due to the material availability, raw material availability. So when we receive an inquiry, China is like delivering the parts within 4 to 5 days. So when it comes to India, it is like we are not keeping up our promises. We are not delivering it on time. That's where Frigate stands. We deliver the parts. We quickly deliver the parts with our Frigate Fast Parts.
Okay. So Frigate Fast Parts is for?
Frigate Fast Parts is for mainly for the R&D and prototyping.
Okay.
So if they need a part within 5 to 10 days, we can easily
able to do it.
Machine parts, mainly the machine parts. Okay. Small sheet metal parts.
Okay, great. So can you bit more elaborate about Frigate Fast Parts?
Frigate Fast Parts, we are building our own system for Frigate Fast Parts. If you can, it's like a coating engine.
Okay.
If you can upload the drawing, you'll get the code within a seconds.
Okay. So if some
you can order there itself.
Okay. So if some global buyer want a part in within 4 to 5 days, they can upload their parts to the Frigate Fast Parts. Then it will automatically generate the code for the part.
Yes.
Then they can place the order. So
and we'll manufacture the part. We can deliver it within 4 to 5 days. Our minimum time is 5 days. Actually, we have delivered an adapter. It's a small machined part, aluminum adapter, which we delivered within 5 days to US.
Which country?
To US.
Okay.
Also, another one machine component we delivered in 7 days to Netherlands.
Oh, great. So if you are a global buyer looking to do your prototype, so please find the Frigate Fast Parts link in the description, and you can upload your part and get it delivered within 5 to 6 days. So moving forward, so I would like to ask more about the FAQS. So what is FAQS and why is existed in Frigate, and why we are going as a platform for quality?
So I worked in my previous organization. Its system is it's a well-established systems are there. But in startups, especially in Frigate, we build our own system.
Okay.
FAQS is our own platform which we build according to our needs.
Okay.
Which is like a Frigate Assured Quality Management System, which is similar to APQP. But the requirements and the things which we implemented were, which is more specific for our needs, actually.
Okay, great. So, if you suggest Indian manufacturers to adopt one country's manufacturing methodologies, so what country it would be?
I can say two.
Okay.
One is Germany, and next one is Japan.
Okay.
So continuous improvement, Japan is number one in technology and everything. The number one is Japan.
Okay. Why Germany?
In Germany, the engineering part.
Okay.
So, and the discipline.
Okay.
It is very, very important. And most of the European countries, the people will be very, very disciplined.
Okay.
So they can do everything in a disciplined manner. Even if you go to their plant, it is like well organized. The things will be well organized.
They'll be properly following the lean.
Yes, everything. They'll follow everything. So I cannot say which is like better than India. We can adapt to their system to adapt their the better things from them, and we can implement it in our system.
Okay. So why is India the smartest bet for global procurement teams today?
So India's population is 1.4 billion. In that, the average people age is 24 to 27. That is all our young minds. So with the ideas and their fresh minds have so many ideas, and we are continuously improving in the technology part. So, and also with we have signed multiple free trade agreements with multiple countries, and we are expanding our business to European Union and also the Australian counterparts. So maybe India will be the better partner
Smartest bet.
for manufacturing.
Oh, great. So which countries Frigate's next focus?
So from Frigate, the untapped country, which is my dream, is not Frigate's dream, but my dream is Australia. I wanted to add Australian flag to Frigate
portfolio.
Yes.
Okay.
So my dream is to add Australia. We tried pitching them. Actually, from past 1 year, we have tried for multiple parts and multiple things, even for electrical and mechanical, but we haven't at like tapped the Australian market. But it is like close now. For electrical, we are working for some parts. It's very close. Maybe we can add our flag within the next quarter.
Okay.
Australian flag.
So you want to say something to the Australian buyers. So what would it be? So you can say it in this camera.
Okay. Hello, Australian buyers. So if you are looking for any parts to manufacture in India, you can contact Frigate. Frigate will be our right manufacturing partner. Since we have India has signed the free trade agreement with Australia, this is the right time to manufacture your parts with India. So kindly share your enquiries to frigate.ai/getquote now. Thank you. How are you planning to target Australian buyers?
So we tried many ways through LinkedIn posts or something, but we didn't get much response in LinkedIn or Instagram or some other platforms. So what we are from our last data from the YouTube, so we like to do more videos like this with our Frigateans explaining how Frigate can help Australian buyers or Australian manufacturing OEMs to manufacture their parts in India. So by letting them know through these videos, I'm very sure that we can able to reach more Australian buyers through this.
What was the impression for your like videos in YouTube?
Yeah, the videos is pretty
From
much
each Australian.
videos pretty much reaching very well to the global audience, mainly to the countries of US, Australia, and other countries like Singapore, and many more countries. So as we can able to reach the Australian buyers through this platform called YouTube. So I make sure if we make more consistent videos up to 10 or 12 videos, we can able to reach the Australian buyers.
Sure, we are there to support you.
Yeah, sure. So that's a great tiny podcast with you, Rajalakshmi. So we'd like to do more these kind of podcasts. And audience, if you like this and if you want to know more about Frigate and Frigate offerings, so please comment below in this video, and we'll try to make more videos regarding your questions or something like that. And if you want to know more about Frigate, please subscribe to Frigate Manufacturing. So we'll be doing many more videos on our offerings and what we do, and about Indian manufacturing ecosystem. We'll be interacting to many manufacturing partners, and our founder is doing a podcast under the name of Frigate Podcast and Chindane Oli. So we'll be giving the playlist to the I button and the description. Kindly please watch, comment, share, and subscribe to Frigate Manufacturing. Thank you. Thank you, Rajalakshmi, for spending time with us in your busy schedule. So looking forward.
Thanks.
Thank you so much.
Thank you all. If you like this video, subscribe Frigate Manufacturing and click on the bell icon to get instant notifications. Thank you. Bye-bye.